Indiana's beating Oregon 56-15. They got 2 or 3 minutes to play, and so that game wasn't close. Last night, Miami, a very odd football game. Miami beat Ole Miss. Either team could have won that game. Both teams tried not to win it, and Miami did. Carson Beck is still in the playoffs, and there's no Georgia quarterback in the playoffs. A lot of Georgia fans are probably not happy about that. I didn't have a dog in that hunt. Ole Miss or Miami, to me, was the wrong team. Georgia should have been in that game, and I didn't really care who won, and I really still don't. But I like Miami. They won. Carson Beck, hooray, gets a playoff game, and they're going to go play Indiana. That much we do know, unless Oregon can come back from 1,000 points with 3 minutes to play. It's Indiana and Miami. And that goes back to what I was talking about. Indiana and Miami actually represent the 24th and 25th largest brands. How about that? So the teams in the national championship game, number 1 versus number 2 in the country, are the 24th and 25th most profitable brands or most recognized brands at the moment in terms of selling stuff with their logo on it, branding. It makes you wonder, was this an accident? Why are the teams closer to 25th in terms of brand development? Why are they suddenly winning? And how much is that going to affect their brand appeal? Probably quite a bit. I think you'll start to see Indiana's logo sales go way up, and I think you'll start to see Miami go up. There's a marketing machine waiting for an opportunity for decades. Certainly there's a market for Miami, and the Miami thing could come back, and so far it is. You'd have to feel like this has to be the nearest thing to Cinderella you're going to see. Indiana is not Cinderella, but in a bigger picture, they both are. They're both the 23rd, 24th, 25th most popular brand. And so we only keep up with 25, and they're at the bottom of that 25, and they're winning. The bottom two, 24 and 25, are winning the national title. One or the other will. We know that. And it goes back to what's really going on in football. It comes down to what's really going on in football has to do with coaching. The teams that coach and develop best will be the winners for the next few cycles. Coaching-wise, we're not in good shape. We're not winning because we're not coaching, and Georgia's got to learn how to do that. That's going to decide their fate more. Coaching, evaluating, and developing. They all kind of work together. Indiana's mastered that, and they're getting the fruit. They're going to probably win a national title. Georgia and Ohio State are number 1 and number 2 in brand development. They're the biggest brands. You can see the chart, and it's based on how much money that they basically get from their brand, how much their brands sell. Tangible, countable dollars. Ohio State is the most marketed brand. It's the highest selling brand. Georgia's number 2. And Georgia has not always been that high. Georgia typically has been in the top 15. That kind of territory for most of their existence. They've been a regional kind of a brand, and now they turned it into a national brand when they won titles and Kirby Smart, yada yada. But if they let that slip back to a regional, that's going to be a lot of money involved, and winning makes it happen.